What if the Arctic Ocean completely melted overnight? In an instant, new shipping lanes open up. Nations scramble to claim vast, untapped resources, and the world's climate shifts forever. It's a dramatic thought experiment, but one that gets us closer to a future that's arriving faster than we think. For millennia, the Arctic has been Earth's giant mirror. Its vast expanse of white ice reflects sunlight back into space, a phenomenon known as the albedo effect. This keeps the northern hemisphere cool and helps drive global weather patterns and ocean currents. Like the massive conveyor belt that circulates water around the planet. Now, an overnight melt is physically impossible, of course. Would take an unimaginable amount of energy. But the core of this scenario isn't science fiction. We're already witnessing an unprecedented rapid melt. Satellite images show the ice cap shrinking year after year, thinning and retreating at a startling rate, inching us closer to a seasonally ice-free Arctic. So, what happens when the ice is gone? First, global trade gets a massive shortcut. Imagine a container ship sailing from Shanghai to Rotterdam. The traditional route through the Suez Canal is over 20,000 kilometers. But the northern sea route along Russia's coast cuts that journey by nearly 40%. That means less time, less fuel, and lower costs. The Northwest Passage through Canadian waters offers similar benefits. We're already seeing this shift. Arctic shipping traffic has surged in recent years, but there's another, more alarming consequence locked away in the frozen ground: permafrost. As it thaws, it releases huge amounts of methane, a greenhouse gas far more potent than carbon dioxide, creating a dangerous feedback loop. The immediate geopolitical impact would be seismic. The Suez Canal, a choke point for 10% of global trade, could see its influence diminish. New shipping hubs would spring up in places like Iceland, Norway, and Alaska. Suddenly, the Arctic becomes the world's new frontier for resources. Trillions of dollars worth of untapped oil, natural gas, and rare earth minerals lie beneath the seafloor, and the race to claim them would intensify. Russia, which controls the longest Arctic coastline, is already expanding its military and economic presence. The United States, Canada, and even non-Arctic nations like China are all staking their claims, turning a once frozen wilderness into a stage for geopolitical competition. But these new opportunities come with hidden and devastating costs. An ice-free Arctic means more ship traffic, and with it, a higher risk of accidents, oil spills, and pollution in a pristine, fragile ecosystem. Increased shipping also releases black carbon from engine exhaust, which settles on the remaining ice, darkens its surface, and accelerates melting. This disruption directly threatens the unique marine life that depends on the ice, from polar bears to seals. It also jeopardizes the livelihoods and cultural survival of indigenous communities who have called the Arctic home for thousands of years. Their entire way of life is intertwined with the ice, and the accelerated warming doesn't just stay in the north. It triggers a cascade of effects across the globe, leading to more extreme weather everywhere. So while a complete overnight melt remains a hypothetical, the reality is that the Arctic is already transforming our world. It's reshaping trade routes, redrawing political maps, and fundamentally altering our planet's climate system. The slow, steady melt is a quiet crisis, but its consequences are just as profound. What happens in the Arctic doesn't stay in the Arctic. It affects every single one of us. Thanks for watching. If you're curious about how geography shapes our world, be sure to subscribe for more.